All right, so the first question we have regarding transfers is if a student or staff member moves locations, how do you transfer their information to the new location? For doing that, what you want to do is do a new teacher file upload for a teacher. For a student, you want to do a new student file upload with the new location. But you also want to make sure any student file that you upload, you want to make sure that you do an enrollment file as well. That will do an in-house transfer, change that location from school A to school B, so that student in the new location. Next question is, will I get an email notification for transfer? And yes, you will get a notification for transfers that come from students that come from outside of your district. But I will tell you, if it's an in-house transfer, you won't get an email on that. It will just automatically happen. So anything that you move a student from school A to school B, you're not going to get an email. But everything outside of your district, you will get an email notification for. The third question we have here is there a way for larger districts to move students to other schools rather than reloading them? For this question, I'm thinking it's other schools within their district. And no. The only way to do that is you want to do a student file upload followed up by an enrollment file upload. The last question here is, can you please describe the transfer process?
So the very first piece is accessing the transfers area. Once you access that information, or excuse me, access that link, you'll have the ability to look or view 3 different areas. The first would be those transfers that come from others. And so that's, as Carissa talked about, those out-of-district transfer requests that come to you. You'll be able to see that information here on this screen. The second area would be then those transfer requests that you've initiated. You'll be able to pull that information to see which ones are pending, which ones are confirmed. And then you'll have a section called Transfer Histories, which should show the history of the status of those transfers, whether they've been approved or not. So here are some important considerations when we talk about the transfer request process. And that is that when a student file is loaded into the system with the same ID, right? So it's the same student ID, it will automatically trigger a transfer request. A student can be added to a site or district and they may be able to collect data on that student while that transfer request is in process. So a student in location B, teachers can still be able to collect information and scores on that student while that transfer request is pending, while that transfer request is in process. This is very important, that during that pending process, the district of origin, again, these are those out-of-district transfers, so this would not occur for internal district transfer, only out-of-district transfers. That the district of origin remains the point of contact, the point of authority, the point of authority for that student while that transfer process is pending. It's only after that transfer has been approved that that POA changes. And then again, once that transfer is approved, the assessment scores are also transferred with that student information, as long as they have the correct enrollment token associated or assigned to that student. And again, as always, data managers need to confirm that this information has been updated in their SIS as well. If you have a new student that transfers in, you should be able to confirm that information in the SIS to make sure that we're not sending transfer requests continuously back and forth between districts. Okay, and again, as Carissa mentioned in her information, you utilize the bulk loader. So anytime that student is uploaded into the bulk loader with the same student ID, it's going to trigger a transfer request. And just to show you those areas live, here you see those requests from other districts. and those requests that I've initiated, and then the status as to whether or not the request has been approved.